Good morning, fisher people. I'm Nosh from FishOn TV. It is Wednesday, Thursday. What happens when you get old? I keep telling you. Thursday, the 27th of February, and I've arrived at Lindholme Lakes for the final of the Ultimate Bomb and Feeder League. There will be, how many anglers did he say there was? 48, I think. Is it 48? I can't remember now. 10 round. There's definitely 40 plus anglers anyway. I can't remember how many it was. Yeah, something like 40 plus. All for the final. There'll be an odd number because we did have an extra one with the guy that drew level with me when we both qualified. And the concept of it is, it's bomb and feeder. You can feed by hand, you can feed by catapult. It will be over 5 hours. And to win the £10,000 first prize, I think it's 3,000 for second and 1,000 for third, and then I think it's 100 quid sections or something, and 575 if you win your lake. So plenty of money to be fishing for, I suppose. But you want to win. You want to win the whole thing, to be the champ. That's the main thing. Plus the payday is very, very nice too. Now, where do I want to be? I'll be honest with you, I work here, as you know, 3 days a week, and I really haven't got a clue. 1 minute I'll throw a weight up, the next minute everybody's shouting laurels because it's had like 3 or 4 good weights on it that's come first, second and third in a match. So nobody wants any other lake bar laurels. They fished it yesterday, £38 won it yesterday, 33 come second on bonsai. I will mention, out of the 16 matches I fished throughout the winter altogether, including sort of just turning up for a bit of a practice here in a bomb and feeder match, I've drawn bonsai 10 times. I am absolutely sick of fishing it, to be honest with you. I want to fish a different lake. But can bonsai win it? I'll be honest with you, on present form, no, but I really don't know. It's a little bit colder this morning. It has been milder of late, not the minuses, but it's fresh this morning. Loco, been fishing the worst, but it threw a good weight up on Tuesday. Peg 19, which is not a favoured peg, used to be, but has been fishing terrible this year. It's only produced 2 wins, and that was on Tuesday. Nick Speed was on it. I know you're all going to say, yeah, but that's Nick Speed, but he's drawn it once before. I've mentioned it on one of the videos, and he only had a skimmer and an F1 off it. He drew it this time, we're disappointed, but there's been fish there this time. And on the opposite side, on the opposite number, there were fish there. So, Loco might turn a weight up. Benny's best weight on there I've seen for a while is £40. Average weights, 20 to £30. But we all know Benny's, if them fish decide to switch on, that could win it. So basically I'm saying I haven't got a clue which lake's going to win the match. I'm sure a lot of people will be thinking laurels, but I really haven't got a clue. And all I will say is I just want a peg with some fish in it. That's all I'll say. I really don't know where I want to be. There are pegs that you definitely don't want to be in. If I drew one of those, I'd be really disappointed. I just want a peg where I've got a chance of winning the lake and hopefully the match. And that's the best you can do. Win your lake, hope it's enough to win the match, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So the draw, I reckon they might have just started it, or we'll do in a minute or two. So let's get to the draw, let's see where we get drawn, and let's see how we get on. Really looking forward to it. Come on. I've not drawn bonsai. I've drawn a peg I've been on before, and I'm disappointed. It's come nowhere in any matches all winter. 17 on laurels. Dave has drawn peg 38, which is, I think he's slightly to my left, which is where you want to be. He's drawn a flyer. That has a chance. It won the match yesterday. So he has drawn the peg that won the match yesterday as Dave. I've drawn the peg that's not framed in any winter matches all winter. But there's a different angler on it today. Now, to be fair, I have fished it before, and it's one of them pegs I'm disappointed with. On laurels, that's the one I didn't want. So there we go. You can only do your best, people. You're in the hands of the gods. The wind has changed slightly. Will that make a bit of a difference? I don't know, but we'll get there. Tidsy's drawn a flyer. He's drawn peg 12. That won the match a couple of weeks ago with 70 odd pound. No, sorry. Yeah, 70 odd pound. We shall see. Fish swim about, I suppose. It's not a favoured peg. I think it will be a miracle if I win the match from there. So let's see how we get on today. Right, all ready. Got my nets in. There's about 6 or 7 minutes to go. Peg 17. And you know, when you sat on it, you can't help but fancy the socks off it. It's like, there's got to be fish here. There's just got to be. I've just seen one top near the back of the island. So it looks like there might be 1 or 2 fish here. It's one of those pegs. It's not as consistent as some, but it can throw weight up. And I'm hoping that's going to be one of those days. You've got to look positive. You've got to fish it positive. And you've got to think you're in with a chance. And Rob Bergin's just to my right on peg 21. He won the match from 22 down there, and he's confident down there because he said there was some fish up there where he was, which is this part of the lake. He's got all that to himself. So Rob will be fancying that. I'm not sure who that is. I can't see with the sun. Got Logan Frizzle across there. Woody's over there, and he's casting pretty much into similar water where he won the match, which is from this peg here. And then we've got my mate Tidsy there. Got Speedy on a good peg behind there. Peg 2, that came second in match yesterday. So some good anglers on here. And this is my peg. So I've got options island here, options back of that island, options side of this island, and short. And I'm probably going to start short to start with and have a look and work out. So that's the tactics. It's going to be, I'm going to feed pellets to my, well, I'm not sure with this wind. Yeah, I'll probably feed pellets to the island over there. I'll probably feed corn to the island, just off the island to my left. I've got some maggots. I might feed a short line somewhere down here. I'd like to feed down here. The only trouble is, as the sun gets lower, my shadow's going to go over there. Will that put them off? I'm not sure. I'll probably put a bit of bait down. I can always have a little look, but I'll definitely just away from this tree, just the other side. It's quite deep down there. I'll probably feed some bait down there for margins for later. Bait wise, it's maggots, corn, pellets. I've got some 8mm pellets if I fancy catapulting some at quite a distance. Weather is changing a bit. Will it work? Don't know, but it's just an option. If I want a few little plops going in, you know, a bit of noise, I can catapult them at quite a distance. So a bit of ground bait. I like to mix ground bait and micros, which is in there for the method. 3-rod setup. So I've got the Preston Superior with a Centris 420 there with a method feeder on this one. And it's £8 line. I know you asked what line it is, but it's £8 line, 020. Same line on that, same reel. That's the mini, that's the Preston Innovations Carbon Active, that's the Mini Plus 10 foot. That's my bomb rod. And this is another bomb rod which I can change to like I can put maggots on it. I've got it set up for pellet at the minute. And that's a little map 9-foot bomb rod. And I've got me what I use when I'm doing the skimmer fishing. I've got the Preston 520, again 020, no, that's 018. 018 line on that one. So dead simple setup, nothing complicated. Try and get that feeding right. Let's see how we go. I'm just going to try short with corn just in front of me. No feed on that line. We'll just have a look round, work out, and I'll prime a couple of areas that I'll have a look on a little bit later. Method. How soon will I go on method? Not sure. We'll see. It's how I feel during the match, so we'll see how things progress. But it looks like a cracking peg. You know, to look at, you take it all day long, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on, people. So, see you guys during the match. Wish me luck. Double corn. I take it. That's the all in. That's what shooting me. Just a little underarm flick to start with. Only about 10-11 metres out. I always like to have a little look short now and again, and you just never know. So we're away. Let's just see what happens. I know when I went short on here last time, I had quite a few liners, but I didn't. I couldn't latch onto anything, so that's why I've gone short again. I thought I'll just have a look short, and we'll just keep edging out and going left and right and see if we get a pull. Well, that's it. So wish me luck. Let's hope we get some big munters. Double corn. Come on, the double corn. Right. Just short of an hour in. I've not had a bite yet. Neither has Rob to my right. Logan's had 2 on method. I think Dave's had a small one. The guy to my left's had 2. I think Tidsy's had 1. I think that guy over there has had 1 on method, chuck into island. All I've had the odd tiny little liner. I've had nothing. Not had a bite yet. I don't really know. I think we're just going to be patient. I've got my line set up. I've fed to the corner of that island. I've just gone over where I fed a bit on this island here. I've not put loads in. Half a dozen pieces of corn maybe every sort of 10 minutes. Don't really know whether they're wanting feed or not. Like Logan's into his 3rd one on method. I think that could be something I'm going to have to change to. I'm sure it's method that he's on. Pretty sure it is. Way it's going in anyway, I think it's... you see me there? Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure he's on method, so... One of them were definitely a carp. So that's the update. There's not a lot happening in this peg at the minute. But things can change. I've started trickling bits of bait in. When I say margins, I'm off the bank in slightly deeper water. The deep edges anyway in these, but I don't fancy going tight up. I just think with this sun and shadows and stuff, it's not fancying going tight up. But we'll see. Let's see how things develop. But not even a bite, people. What can you do? Right, I think I'll have to have, I can't really tell from here. I can only judge by how it's going in whether I think it's method or not. So there we go. I think a little change to a method might be in order after an hour. I've had a look about on it. Place I haven't cast yet is toward where I've put pellets to my right, to the island there. That's the only place. I think I'll have a look there. Let's have a look. What's he on? I can't really tell. It's got to be a method, that, I'm sure it is. Because I know when he fishes bomb, if he fishes really light and you can hardly... He only has like a 5 gram little round bomb on. That's definitely gone in like a method, so it's got to be a method. Right. Could be making that change very, very, very soon. Spike.
bite of the day on the method. First chuck on the method. And I've lost a big fish, but it was foul hooked and it was 2 winds towards me, so... Oh, this is a bloody skimmer. Thought it were a strange bite. It's a good skimmer, like. I suppose you can call it a bream, people. It's not a bad sized bream, I suppose. Is it? 4 minutes. I was fearing the worst, it might be on a snag. That's a decent size F1. And Rob has got his first fish, I think. Stay still then, mister. So that'll be like a £3 F1, maybe a little bit more. So we're happy, we're happy. We're off the mark, definitely now. That's where I wanted it before. It's just off the island. I just daren't keep going really tight to that island because I can see like a bramble hanging over it. I think I've just been lucky there, not getting snagged up. I think the fish has helped me not get snagged up because obviously it's got the hook in its mouth. But I'm sure I'd be risking it a bit too much getting that tight. I just keep drizzling bits of bait in these margins. Keep putting a few pellets to that island and down the middle with corn. I don't really need to feed anything now towards that island. It's difficult getting the corn accurate with the wind blowing left to right. So I think with the method going in, that's enough feed. Don't really need to put anything else in there. We know that all fish like these micros, so we can get a few more pulls, people. Want some big munters, want some 10-pounders. He's had the guy to my left, I think he's had 3, but one of them looked double figures. It were a big one. That's the peg that Dave had 60 odd pound from, so it's one of the favoured pegs. Tids has had one. I think Dave's had 3, but I don't think they've been that big, ones he's got. I've not spoken to him yet. But Logan's definitely winning the lake at the minute. Another F1, about £4, and it's gone round again. I've literally had a fish, I lost one as well in a snag, so I've come away. I thought there were snags there. I've come away from that island a little bit and it's still going round, so I definitely think there's a few fish there. And that went round in less than 4 minutes, so it was between 2.5 and 4.5 minutes it's going round at the minute. Oh, nice one. Unhooked itself as well for Mr. Mighty. Get in. You'll do for me, son. Just left it in net. Halfway through the match, and I've got about £18, I think. I've got 4 to 5 F1s and a couple of skimmers. So I think I'm definitely in the running. Guy to my left's had that big one and a few F1s. Don't know what Tids he's had. Like I said, Logan's probably, I'm guessing he's probably got about the same as me. Rob's had a few to my right. And it's just, we're getting one every chuck in for 5 or 6 casts. It's just gone funny now. So I think I might just give that a little rest and and go over my corn line. Not touch that island yet. And I think I'm going to go over corn line with me method. Just, it's, you know, when you just get confidence in something, they're definitely coming to them micros. Now whether, I mean, there's still fish there because I'm just getting odd little liner, but they could be them skimmers and stuff that I know live there. If you get liners off them F1s I've been having, they're fairly big liners. Not had a look in margins yet. I'll probably have a look in there. I'll probably have a look with about an hour and a half to go, just a quick look. Because it'd be nice to have an hour and a half catching them in your margins and get some big lumps. But I could just do with putting another 20 pound or so in my net before I start thinking about that. It's not fishing easy. That is for sure. I just think I've had a good little run. Typical this time of year with a method feed, you've got them micros going in. Is it too much there now? Shall I just leave it to settle a bit, let them polish the bait off and go back on it a bit later? So that's how I'm thinking at the minute. Feeling it might need a little rest. They can back off from where you've been catching. Same happened with Logan. So I'm just thinking I need to move. Just let them get confident again in there. So what I might do, I might have one more cast. I'll probably have a 3.5 minute cast just to leave some bait there and move. Try there in front of me where my corn line is and try to that island and then go back and have another look. That's the plan. Right, I had nothing over the corn line down the middle. And I've lost one to the right hand island. I've just hooked into another one. There's like another F1, me thinks, but you never know until it comes to the top. What do I know? Let's see if we can get him in. And apparently Dave reckons Logan's got about 25 pound. And I think the guy to my right's got 20 odd pound as well. And this has just taken me, I think, to about 21 or 22 pound. Because that's another 3 pounder, so yeah, maybe 5, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm going to put 3 down, which puts me on 21. So that puts me on 21 bloody batteries. It's got this cold weather, people, there's nothing we can do about it. Let plenty of charge in it, the GoPro's just cut off, God knows why. I'm just going to feed Pied Wagtail. He keeps coming back, there you go son. So yeah, I'm just a little bit off the pace. I'm a few pounds behind. Need some more. I could do, like I said, I could really do with some big carp turning up. That's what Logan's been catching, apparently, carp. Dave thinks he's got about 25 pound of them, and he must have same to me right, to me left. I'm more than happy with the way it's going at the minute here. I feel like I'm in with a shout on this lake. So we'll just see what happens during the rest of the match, people. Come on. Come on. So let's just hope we can have some lumps. It'd be great to get a couple of 10 pounders. Give you an update. Rob Bergin to my right is like deja vu. He's having a repeat match of what he had last time. He's had 11 in 11 chucks. He's absolutely smashing it. He's got 13 or 14 F1s. I've just gone to my left hand margin. And it's a carp. It's not the biggest, but it's more than welcome, I'll tell you. So we're miles behind Rob now. He's got to have 30 odd pound, I would have thought, if they're the same stamp as mine. So he's absolutely smashing it, is Rob. How's that happened? Every time I look up, he's got a fish on. He's just said he had 10 in 10 chucks, and then I looked up again, he got another one. So he's absolutely annihilating this lake, I would have thought, I think, from what I can see, what everybody else is doing. So well done, Rob. We need some big carp to turn up in these margins. Well, I'm not in the margin, I'm a couple of metres off, but that's what we need, people. And that looked like a line of that bite. Normally the rod just smashes round, but it was just and then once I saw an extra little pull, I thought that's definitely a fish on. So, and that came after 2 minutes, and I know Rob will be catching on corn, but I've just not had a sign on my corn line in the middle there. Oh, I was just about to feed something like this and it went round. I can't believe I've not had a fish on that corn line at all today. Everything's been on method, and he's catching on corn up there. Just how fishing is, I'm afraid. So I've got 25 pound. Rob's got to have, it won't be far off 40 pound, I bet. So a couple of big lumps to turn up down here would be very nice. Right. That's your little update for you. We're off the pace, and the guy to my left's catching quite well and all. He's started catching again. Logan keeps getting odd one or two. And I've just seen Dave land one. Didn't look like the biggest one, but he's catching Tids. He's just had one. Apparently Speedy had one on. So there's one or two fish coming out. I'm just not getting enough bites here anymore. It's gone funny. But we'll soldier on. We'll keep batting to see where we end up. Come on, fly round, Tip. Well, that were a proper pull round this time. I'm no mistaken that were a bite. Guy to my left still catching. That's another F1. Couple of pound or so. Unhooked itself nicely. And he's changing. That's not wafting. 8.5 that one. Can't believe it. Oh, it's a skimmer. I thought it was a bit of a pathetic bite. It's a good skimmer though. Maybe £1.5. Maybe £2. There we go. And he's twisted me up. Right, I'll untwist this, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one with a big carp. How the heck's that? I don't know how it's tangled like that. Well, I've had another skimmer and an F1 in the margin, and this is just set off like a steam train, this one. I'm hoping it's a better fish, but these F1s can really scrap as well. I'm hoping it's a carp, a good carp, but it's angry, whatever it is. And I've just put a bomb and corn down there. I'm hoping it's a nice carp. Rob's still catching really well. I think he's going to win it, mate. This is going crazy, this. Absolutely crazy. I don't know whether you can tell on... It's not a carp, just a really angry F1. I wonder if it's foul looked, I don't know. Oh, it is, it's foul looked. And that's why. That's why it didn't have fly around as well. Okay, don't spin. No, it's another F1, about £3 or so. That takes me up to about £34, which is, it's okay. But it's not enough. It's not enough, people. So we'll just plonk that down there again. And we'll see if it goes round again. A lovely bite. We've got 21 minutes left, so we'll probably see you guys, unless they hook into an absolute monster, we'll probably see you guys at the weigh-in.
Sections on laurels. First section is Andy Wake of a peg 14 with 29 head. And the winner of the second section of the laurels is on peg 17, is that right? Split peg. Yeah, split. Of the laurels with 39 is Alan Norris. Right, overall, in third place, getting Aquilite rod and a trophy takeaway and a hat, is Brent Richards with the top three in second place overall. Very close in the top three. I've paid 23 on laurels with £51.8 is our Birkin. And the 2024 champion, getting £10,000, is Emma Pickering. I've got some money back!
Chinese tonight!
Well done, darling. Well done.
Right, well, you've seen that, the presentation. You've watched the video. And right at the beginning of this video, I did not want to be on bonsai. It's been performing awful. Like I said, it will probably bite me back, and it has. For bonsai, it's fished really well, and the match winner has come off. Peg 79, we got a snag out of there yesterday. Emma Pickering's drawn peg 79, and she has won the whole event. So well done, Emma Pickering, very well deserved. She knows this place inside out, and she's fished an absolute blinder, 60 odd pound, 68 pound I think it was, and she's won the trophy and £10,000. So very, very, very well done. What a mighty fisherwoman you are. That is fantastic, isn't it? 10 grand, come on. Right, peg 17 for me, laurels. I was disappointed because I've fished it a few times, and I think the best I've done is £21. Times before that's been a £12 and a £14. It's just been void of fish. And an hour or so in, I'd not had a bite, and I'm thinking, oh god, here we go again. And then eventually, on that left-hand island, I've started getting one or two, and I've had about 6 on the bounce. Then it's gone funny. Then I've had a couple from the right-hand island. I've had absolutely 0 fish over quite a positive fed corn line. Nothing on the corn whatsoever. And I'm doing all right. I'm picking 1 or 2 fish up. I think I'm behind Logan, and I think I was behind the guy on peg 14. Rob Bergin to my right had had 4. And then suddenly he's had 11 fish in 11 chucks, and he's on a right run, and he's ended up with 21 F1s. I've had a few fish out of my margins. I've had out of both margins. I needed some double figure fish. I've lost 3 today. I've lost a good carp, but it was foul hooked. I picked up, and I knew it was foul hooked straight away. You could just tell. So I've lost a big carp, and I've lost 2 F1s. And I've weighed in 39 pounds and 10 ounces. And from that peg, I think that's quite commendable. I was quite pleased with the fish that I was catching, but not so pleased with the result. I wanted a few more. Rob on my right has had 21 F1s, and he's weighed 51 pounds something. And the peg opposite him has had 47 pounds. So I've come 3rd on the lake. And there's some quality anglers on there. I think Woody had 22 pounds. He just said it seemed to be void of fish. He struggled. But I've really, really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. It's been a great day. Alex Doherty, I have got to say, what a fantastic event this has been. I've seen he has got stressed out a little bit with it all, but trust me mate, everybody has thoroughly enjoyed it, well organised, and thank you very, very much indeed. Hope it's going to go along next year. You've done an absolutely fantastic job, along with the people that get the place nice and tidy and ready, which is me. So, but to be fair, me and Alex have been doing platforms and just trying to tidy it up in general, so there we go. But it's been some great qualifiers. It's been great to be part of the final. Thoroughly enjoyed it, so I hope you people have enjoyed it just as much as I have. What I will say, there are people that inspire you for fishing. It's not always the top boys, even though I know a lot of you want to improve your fishing and you take your hat off to the top guys. But there is one young man, he's had 35 pounds today, smack opposite me, Logan Frizzle. He's disabled, is Logan, he can't walk. He's having his picture taken with Tommy Pickering now. He's a fantastic angler. Him and his brother have got sponsorship of Nitro, well deserved, and he's always got a smile on his face. For me, that kid is one of the biggest inspirations in fishing I can think of. So, and he's fished a great match today. Feeder fishing is not his thing, but he's still, I think he's come about 4th on the lake. So, well done Logan, keep it up, keep improving and keep enjoying your fishing. He's always got a smile on his face. So if you think you've drawn a bad peg, you are idiots. You wouldn't want to be in his position, I'm telling you. But with that smile and the way he carries on, he is the biggest inspiration for me. And he's a mighty fisherman too. So there we go. Oh, I did, however, I've come 3rd on the lake and I've won my section. So £100 to take home. There we go. I've done my best. You can only do your best. So there we go people, don't know what's next. Got the goldenrod final coming up in 3 weeks. There's a couple of little matches, open matches I'll probably be going to, and we'll see how we get on with those. I'll probably record 1 or 2 and see how we get on. So I hope you've enjoyed it people. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It is absolutely free, and if you click that notification bell you will get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So there we go. Oh, Rob Bergin comes 2nd, by the way. He comes 2nd in the whole match, won £3,000. I forgot the name of the guy who come 3rd. But £3,000, nothing to be sniffed at. He is last year's goldenrod champ. He's used to winning big money. So another £3 in the kitty for Rob. Right, there we go. Me done. Over and out. Take care, folks, and we'll see you on the bank, wherever it may be.